Giants taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. It's the second of 3 on this Christmas Day with the Giants and Eagles, and off we go in Philadelphia. Britton Covey going to bring it out of his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Eagles at 3-11 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Hurts throwing complete to Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Hurts. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. You talk about this Giant defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And award that sack to Boogie Basham. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 61-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 26.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job.
There he goes, left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Now the ball comes loose. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And Saquon going to have a Giants 1st down as he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Giants are able to answer the early 3 points and take a 1st quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
63.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the 1st quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Jackson on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now Jones. They'll roll him out right. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got the rookie from Tennessee, Jalen Hyatt. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 12. And the Giants first down.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
14. Eagles 3. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if all right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game. And
he's got a man complete. Touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Giants 21, Eagles 3. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Hurts. It got his man complete. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards.
That's good for Eagles. First down. 1st and 10 at the
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. 21-3 is your score after 1.
21. Eagles 3.
Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
No touch. Hey, 73. 73.
They'll look to throw again. Complete. Smith has it. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Devontae Smith. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Great. Hey, 73. No touch.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Swift going to try up the middle. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's second and goal operating from the 8-yard line. Hurts with a quick throw, complete. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up a third down and goal.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there with an amazing diving catch. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Flushed out right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Back to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they got a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up on a USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Now this thrown deep for Slayton. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal. Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Back to throw.
That is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Hey, Silver.
They're going to try and throw.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Giants force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 5 at the 15-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
To throw again on second down. Jones eluding the pressure right.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up the blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Jones now on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw again. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, a 22. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Gano's kick is good, and the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble now, great field position.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They need...
Touchdown, Eagles! Alvaro created on. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. But no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off play action. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
That ball caught by Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Fights him off. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give that sack to Nakobe Dean. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a dump off here complete, and he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 12 yards is the pickup, good for an Eagle 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And this has been a familiar sight all
afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
Second down. Here's Hurts. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Running left, it's Barkley. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Dances by him. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
First down, Giants.
Again, it's Barkley. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
17. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Goes right back to Smith again. And he'll be stopped right there at the 28. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Hurts. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his act.
Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. It's caught at the 1, and he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7, and the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. 148 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Get set quick, all right? We're going on the alpha.
They'll go to Barkley again. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And he is caught. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Well, now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Throwing Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Giants add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. But that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. And quickly they get to the line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Looking deep for Julio. And now here's another interception. picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Boy, 184 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense.
Here we go.
They'll run it again with Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are right back in this football game.
Jones pass. Intercepted.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be... So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Hurts. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley running right. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
He's got Bellinger.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
To Barkley on the check down. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Barkley. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now Jones going to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So with that, you figure, this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
From a yard or two deep, here comes.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
2nd and 10.
63.
They're going to look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception.
It's Deonte Banks with it.
He's still on his feet. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the